Everyone screams about loneliness like it's a disease. I'm telling you the opposite. Loneliness is the raw material of greatness. If you learn to sit in it, breathe with it, and shape it, you can carve yourself into a legend. Welcome, fellow sapien, to a journey of self-mastery and success for a person living in the modern world. You feel lonely because the world keeps pulling you outward. Noise, validation, distraction. They call loneliness an epidemic. They sell you cures, more friends, more posts, more noise. But the ancient men, Stoics, sages, warrior monks, old kings, they treated solitude like a workshop. They went quiet to rebuild. They chose stillness to grow teeth. This video isn't soft. It's a map. How to love your loneliness, how to turn it into strength, how to use it to build identity, purpose, and ferocity. There are two kinds of loneliness. The first is emptiness, fear dressed as solitude. It whispers, "You're unwanted, you're not enough." That one destroys men slowly. The second is workshop solitude, the chosen kind. It says, quiet, build, create. This one creates men with backbone. Most people live in the first and envy the second. The trick is choice. Stop letting life hand you emptiness. Choose the workshop. Look at every man who mattered. Not every day was heroics. Many days were quiet practice. The Stoics sat alone, turning inward like smiths. The yogis retreated to caves, not to hide, but to sharpen. Loneliness gives you clarity. It forces you to face what you actually are, without the applause, without the mirror. If you run from that voice, you never become anything more than a reflection of others. Look at how you deal with loneliness today. You don't sit with it. You don't understand it. You don't grow from it. You escape. The moment silence hits, you grab your phone, open Instagram, text someone you don't even care about. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Not because you're interested, but because you're scared. Scared to sit alone with your own mind. So, let me say this brutally. If you cannot sit alone in a quiet room for 30 minutes, you are not lonely. You are addicted. Addicted to noise. Addicted to validation. Addicted to distraction. And addiction is weakness. They call this connection, but it's fake. Hundreds of followers, zero brotherhood, hundreds of chats, zero depth, constant stimulation, zero growth. You're surrounded by people, yet completely empty inside, because you never built yourself. Modern society doesn't want you comfortable in solitude, because a man who is comfortable alone cannot be controlled. He doesn't beg, he doesn't chase, he doesn't seek approval, he chooses, and a man who chooses is dangerous. So they sell you noise, endless noise, because a distracted man is harmless, but a silent, focused, solitary man, that man changes his entire bloodline. So stop patching your loneliness with cheap attention. Stop calling distraction healing. Sit with the silence. Let it hurt, because that pain is the beginning of strength. Here's how you turn loneliness into a weapon. Do these, not later, now. 1. Make solitude sacred. Daily session, 20 to 45 minutes. No phone, no music. Sit, breathe, just be. Start with 10 minutes if you must. Increase. This is your mind's smithy. 2. Journal the brutal truth. 1 page. Write what you're avoiding, who you are lying to, what you fear. Do not soften it. Honesty builds armor. 3. Create one thing alone. Repeat. Not for likes, not for show. Build one piece of work, a skill, a piece of writing, a 30-minute workout routine. Repeat. Mastery requires lonely repetition. 4. Learn sacred texts of strength. Read Stoics. Read the Bhagavad Gita. Read wise men who chose duty over comfort. Don't swallow every opinion on the feed. Let the wise sharpen you. 5. Use absence as a test. Stop answering immediately. Make people wait. Test who values you. Scarcity reveals truth, not to be cruel, but to know where you stand. 6. Adopt a ritual of return. After solitude, return to the world with a ritual. Dress sharper, speak slower, move with intent. Don't let the quiet leak into weakness. When the young warrior sat alone for months, others mocked him. He trained in silence. When battle came, the same men asked how he grew so fierce. He shrugged. They saw the result, not the work. Greatness looks like sudden power because people only notice the outcome, not the lonely work behind it. Loneliness is the unseen ledger of all achievement. Someone will tell you solitude is unhealthy. Someone will scream, community, connection. It's true. Humans need others. But you don't rebuild a sword in the middle of a party. Solitude isn't loneliness if you choose it. It's a discipline. It's a craft. If being alone makes you hard, you're not toxic. You're dangerous in the right way. Don't confuse retreat for cowardice. Retreat is preparation. Tonight, put your phone on airplane mode. Sit 20 minutes. Write one brutal sentence about what you avoid. Do 10 push-ups. Sleep. Tomorrow, build one small thing. Repeat. If you choose this route, in months, you'll be different. Not because the world changed, because you did. You will carry your own gravity. People will notice. Women will sense it. The room will listen. Loneliness is not a plague. It's an instrument. Learn to hold it. Learn to play it. Build with it.
If you're serious about this journey and want to be a better sapien, please consider giving this video a thumbs up and subscribing for more content on personal development, philosophy, and the pursuit of a meaningful life, and share it with friends who might benefit from these tips. Be sure to leave any other valuable suggestions you might have in the comments below for your fellow sapiens, and mention which of the above tip did you find the most useful. Also be sure to check out these other videos on our channel where we dive deeper into unlocking your full potential every day. Trust me, this is just the beginning. Until next time, keep striving daily towards being a better sapien.